Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can create a volumetric simulation like this in a low-end PC. So if you're having a low-end PC, then you can easily able to create a volumetric simulation, and it doesn't need that much that much high-end PC, but you can also create this thing in a low-end PC. So the first important thing that you have to think before you create a volumetric simulation. You just can't do a volumetric simulation like a big blasting scene or something like this in a low-end PC. You need a little bit beefy or a mid-range PC to do this type of things. So if you're having a low-end PC, then you just can't do this, but there is a trick. Okay, so I will show you so I'm not having that much high-end PC, but still I created this thing and it was running perfectly fine. So the first thing is that if I explain you, then suppose this is your building size. Okay, this one is, and its scale is suppose 10. Okay, just I will increase this thing. Your scale of this is 10. Okay, and this is the another building size and its scale is 1. Okay, so if you create the volumetric simulation for this building, like if you want to destroy this building and you need to create a smoke in this one, so it's gonna take more resources. Like suppose you are making a smoke simulation like that, like this one in this big building. Okay, in this one, so you need more data. You need more data for your GPU to render this amount of area. So you need more VRAM, more GPU performance, everything you need more. Okay, but if you scale this building, okay, to something like 1 or 0.5, then you just need a small area to simulate. So it's very less demanding on your GPU to render this amount of space as compared to this thing. Okay, so the tip number 1 is that you just reduce your object or mesh scale to a significant amount, like 1 or 0.5, something like that, and then you just create your simulation. Then it will just work fine and your PC doesn't hamper that much as compared to this one. Okay, so this is tip number 1. You can do this thing and you can create this type of explosion. So if you just notice something, that I'm also having a low resolution explosion, you can see the boxiness on this one. So if I open my Niagara simulation, you can see that it's 192. If I increase this thing to 256 or 512, then it obviously will lag. And the second thing is that you need to cache this thing. Okay, if you cache your simulation, then it's easier for your PC to run it. So you can see that I'm caching it like this. So if you want me to make another tutorial for caching, how to cache Niagara simulation, or you can find it on YouTube. There are not many tutorials, but you can find it. Or if you want, then I can make that thing also. But if I try to explain that thing in this tutorial, then it will be quite longer and I don't want that. So that's the number 2. So tip number 1 is just try to reduce the scale of your object and then create the simulation. And tip number 2 is just cache your simulation, so it's easier for your PC to run that thing. So that's the 2 thing, and there is no other option that you can just create a volumetric simulation like this. And if you want to use 2D images, 2D simulation, then it will be much better, but it doesn't look that much good. If you know how to use that things, then it will be just look fine. But these are the 2 tips that you can use to create a volumetric simulation. So that's it. Thank you for watching.